LadyLucidity ASMR. Hello there, my lovelies, and welcome to another craft video. Today I am going to be making some feather fans. Now, I use these for dance practice and for general decoration, and you'll notice here that I have a ready-made fan base. These are a set of fan staves, and I purchased these from Etsy from a lovely lady called Tallulah Blue. You should definitely check out her Etsy shop. It's full of costume bits and props, so I'm very happy with these. I purchased a set of 2, and they are a plain wood 16-inch set, but for my colour scheme, obviously, I needed to have them purple, so I've just given them a very quick paint over. Nothing too fancy because most of it is going to be covered, but obviously I wanted purple showing through rather than the natural wood colour, so I've just done that to both sides. Okay, and now it is dry, I can start to work on it. Okay, so if you want to follow along at home and you already have your fan staves to hand, no matter what size, you'll need obviously some feathers, and I've gone with purple and gold. These are imitation ostrich feathers, and you can pick these up from many craft stores. Also eBay and Amazon are really good for getting hold of these as well, and they come in a variety of colours. Okay, so first you're going to need your primary colour. So mine is this really nice bright purple colour, more of a violet colour, I guess you could say. And I'm just going to pull out my fan, not all the way, just a little way. I've got my handy glue, I've got my glue gun and some fabric glue if it should be needed, just in case. It's always good to be prepared. Now, I've opened my fan up about a quarter of the way, and this will give me plenty of space to work on. And then once I've glued this section, I can then move round to the next bit. Okay, so as a general guide, I'm going to use this string line here to make sure that all my feathers are equally lined up. Okay, so what I'll do is we'll just get our handy glue gun. Make sure we use a good amount. Make sure they're really stuck on. Okay. Okay, so we're going to line up the bone of our feather just in the centre there. And once you've got it positioned, just press it on really well. Okay. Now, the purpose of using this line as a guide is so that when you open your fan up, it'll have that nice consistent arc line. Okay. With this feather, the boning is slightly longer, so you'll notice that I am placing it slightly over the string line. As long as the ends of your feathers line up, it's not too much of an issue. You could always trim them off if it bothers you, but we are going to be covering that end, so you're not really going to see it. So it's not too much of an issue. Okay. Alright. Now this can get a little fiddly because obviously the feathers want to try and stick to each other with the glue. So just be very, very careful. Okay. So again, as you can see here, we've got a good inch or so of the bone at the front. So we're going to stick that just over our guideline. Okay, because this is a particularly long feather as well. Okay. So something that I like to do is I go through my feather packs and I generally pick out the ones that are longest to go in the centre of my fan for the biggest impact, and you leave the slightly shorter ones to the edges. Okay. Let's just manoeuvre some bits, give me a bit more space. Okay, and this looks like a pretty good one. Let's just brush through, make sure all the spines are going in the right direction, and again just glue it slightly over that line. Okay. Being nice and liberal with it, remembering to refuel my glue gun. It's very hungry, it eats up a lot of glue. Okay. Okay, are you going to stay for me? Oh, it's being a little rascal. There we go. Okay. And again, just place it gently where you want it, and then press down firmly just to get it in place. Okay. So once you've done the first sort of panel of feathers here, you're going to want to maneuver your fan around like so. So just move it around a little bit and then gently pull out the next set there. Okay. And we're just going to progress, pretty much just rinse and repeat the process. Gather your feathers, put them along the guidelines and just glue. Okay. So again, I'm going to do this with all of them, and what we'll do next is line up the next layer, as you can see here, to make it really thick and luscious looking. Okay. Yeah. So I will see you guys in a minute. Okay, so you'll see we've done our second layer of purple, and that is about an inch and a half from the original line that I had, and you'll see that it just gives it a lot more body and movement. Okay, so next we're going to move on to our gold. So this is where it will make a real big impact with the second colour. Obviously it's completely up to you. If you want your fans all in one colour, just keep repeating the process, moving your feathers closer and closer to the end of your stave here. But for mine, I'm going to start to layer up my yellow, keeping about an inch or so from the end there. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing again and just layering it over the top. Now, a little tip here: if you want your fans to open and close, make sure you are precise as to where you put your feathers. If you stick them in between two like that, then it's going to be stuck in that position. Now, I want a fixed fan, so I'm going to do this. It doesn't matter too much, but if you want your fans to open and close, then you'll want to make sure you put your feathers in exactly the same positions as the first ones. Okay? So you'll see here we've got our gold, all lovely and mixed in, and when you move it, it's got no visible big gaps or anything like that. It just looks nice and plush. Okay, so soft. Okay, so my lovelies, this is the final step for my fan. You'll notice here that I've put in a very bright purple, and I basically wiggled them in between the ends of the gold ones where they were a bit more looser, and just glued the ends there to give us a nice colour variant and to make it more interesting. So to finish our fan, you could put beads or ribbon or some gemstones on it, but I think I'm just going to leave mine as is, just pure feathers. But it's a really nice simple make, and a lot cheaper than buying a feather fan online yourself. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon.